Well, first, Kim Kardashian's pregnancy was all the buzz, and then baby Northwest was born.
So sweet.
Well, now Kim's baby weight is making news, and apparently she's shedding the pounds pretty fast using the Atkins diet.
So we wanted to know what's the best way to lose the post-pregnancy tummy. So in today's Doc Hollywood, we sit down with the family medicine physician at HealthPartners Clinic to find out and talk about other celebrity health news. Everybody, I am here with Dr. Chris Adams, a family medicine physician at HealthPartners Clinics. Nice to see you, Dr. Adams.
Nice to see you.
Okay, we're going to talk about Julianne Moore. Now, at 53, she looks fabulous. She's on the cover of Health magazine this month, and she talks a little bit about her workout routine and how it's changed since she's gotten a little older. She says she switches up her exercise routine because she doesn't want to get hurt. Is that something you recommend to people as we get a little older?
When it comes to exercise, it's more about exercising. When we get older, yes, we may need to change things. Sometimes when we're 20, we can go out and run for miles. When we get older, sometimes our knees like to give out. To change things up, if it keeps you interested, then go ahead and do it. But if you need routine, some people need a routine where they just keep going the same thing day after day, and they can keep exercising. So that's more important. It doesn't necessarily prevent injury to do one or the other. It just makes you feel better and helps keep you healthier, and that's the most important.
So Julianne also talks about her family's diet. She says her kids will actually throw out an ice cream cone, even if there's still ice cream left, because they're just full. Now, this does not seem typical for kids, but how are we getting kids to eat healthier?
Well, the most important thing is to be a role model for it. So if you want your kids to eat healthy, it's always a good thing to eat healthy yourself. Eat the things that you want your children to eat. The other thing with kids is that you want to keep trying. So kids, they may push things away once or twice. Sometimes it takes 12, 13 times to get a child to try something. But always keep trying, and keep trying in different ways. I'm not the biggest fan of broccoli plain. However, if I steam it a little bit, put a little seasoning on it, I'll just eat it right up. Kids are the same way. They may not like something in one way, but if you try a different way, they may absolutely gobble it down.
Kim Kardashian, of course, had a baby this summer. She's working on dropping the baby weight, and we hear she's doing the Atkins diet. She's focusing on meat, eggs, dairy, veggies, and fruit, and keeping the carbs low. Okay, so let's talk again about this approach. Is this healthy?
There are some good things about the Atkins diet. However, there are other good diets out there. The one I'm a fan of is the Mediterranean diet. It tends to be higher in fish, lean proteins, fruits and vegetables, all the stuff you hear us talk about anyway. And it tends to be a little easier to follow.
And then there's teen heartthrob and musician Austin Mahone, who was hospitalized, had to cancel a tour because doctors said he really needed to rest. He had a blood clot in his throat, as well as influenza, plus a fever, hit 103 degrees.
Wow.
Okay, tell us how you know if we have the flu versus the cold versus stomach things. What do we need to separate?
The cold and the flu in particular can act very similarly. The flu likes to hit all of a sudden. A cold likes to come on much more gradually. So you'll start with a little sore throat or a runny nose, and then the next day it gets worse, and the next day it gets worse, and then it finally starts getting better. But it's not all of a sudden at once.
Can stomach issues be part of either of those, a cold or a flu? Or
of a cold, it sure can be. You can get some of those stomach issues. And there's also the 24-hour, what we call flu out there. That's really a different bug. It's not the influenza virus, but it's another virus that can cause a lot of those stomach issues and then hopefully be gone within about a day.
Thank you so much for your time, Dr. Adams.
Thank you.
And we want to thank HealthPartners Clinics and Regions Hospital for sponsoring the show. And remember to check with your physician if you have a health concern. Isn't that good about the cold versus the flu?
That is good.
If it comes on fast, you know it's the flu. If it's slow going, it's a cold.
And that kid's going to be the new Bieber, apparently.
I think so.
Well,
I didn't know him.
I had no idea, which is not surprising to any of you, I suppose. Well,